Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. This is iAllegedly, and we are living in backwards land. Inflation is completely out of control. It's going to go much higher. The experts are predicting that we haven't seen anything yet. And before I get into it, please take a second. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. We've got an email list you can join, plus a Patreon list that you can join. I am in Laguna Beach today, and gonna hit some of the cubby holes, okay? There are beaches at the end of these streets that are basically kind of private beaches, okay? And I love hitting these and just coming down. I could spend, and film one video at each of these, but I'm gonna hit 3 or 4 of these for you today, okay? I love Peter Schiff. Peter Schiff's a big fan of gold. And when you look at gold and silver for the year, right now, gold's basically flat right now. Silver started the year off at about 26 bucks a share, and now it's down to 23. So silver's down, 16% right now? I still think that when you look at silver as an investment, it's a great investment because it's used so much and there's not an unlimited supply of silver. Gold, same thing. Gold's going to be a great investment. When you see all the inflation that's going to hit us, it's going to be more important to have gold, silver stocks, gold stocks than ever, okay, in the coming months and years. Right now, wages are not keeping up with inflation right now. People are making more money, but inflation is outpacing that. And it's very interesting when you look at the numbers and to see how, all these birdies going out and stuff. All these people are making more money, but they're just not being able to keep up with things like rent and food and energy costs right now. And here's the thing: we've had kind of a cold spell here, so energy costs are up here in Southern California. But on the rest of the country, it hasn't really hit yet, and it's going to. It's going to hit in a big way, and I think that you're going to see people not be able to afford the energy prices in the coming months. And it looks like there's really nothing that can be done. Think about this: all 9 indices for the stock market went up yesterday. The S&P 500 hit another record for the 69th time in 2021. You get this bad news. You can sit there and say, oh, everything is great. Shopping was good. It's not. It's not good. It's been an absolute disaster for the Christmas season this year. And the problem with it is that, just don't worry. It's going to be great. It's all fantastic. It is an absolute disaster. There's so many things that are conflicting with what we're being told in the economy. It really, okay? And you're seeing people that, thank God they put off the student loan payments until May, because the more I look into this, the more I research this, there are people that are absolutely living a disastrous life that will not be able to afford this when it comes back. And the one saving grace during this thing that I completely forgot about was they stopped garnishments of people's student loan debt. These debt collectors cannot go into your bank account. They cannot, collect from you during this time, and it's basically been postponed, until May. So, if you have student loan debt, I would work something out. If you can afford to make these payments right now, you should make those payments right now. But when you look at the experts that talk about inflation and the spike that's going to come, it's funny. As I was walking down the stairs, there's a couple of cargo ships out there that had Christmas stuff on it, I'm sure, that have been floating out there for months right now. What's going to happen when all this merchandise finally gets in and hits the store here in Southern California? Okay, are you going to buy it? Am I going to buy it? No, I'm done with Christmas shopping. Dan's, on his little mantra to save money right now and not spend a dime. So what happens with this? When you hear about these stores that are having trouble, like CVS, it's going to close more stores, and Rite Aid, and all these other places like this, I think that you're going to see an absolute rush of store closures in January of 2022. So share your thoughts on this. I got a ton of stuff to cover on today's video, and the rain finally stopped out here, but it's just beautiful out here when this is like this. Tide's kind of high, but again, how about this guy's house right here? See that I walked down the public staircase, but this guy somehow got grandfathered in a staircase, and that goes to his house. So needless to say that that's super cool. And you know, they film movies out at places like this, all those different scenes and stuff, and you got the rocks. The divers love to come out to places like this because you've got all the wildlife and everything, and this is a wildlife area that's protected, that you can't take anything in and out, but you can go climb on those rocks and take a look at all that stuff. This is really cool, okay? You cannot argue with this. It's a really beautiful spot, and I am definitely not dressed for this. But one thing I get a kick out of is hearing about company problems, different things from big companies that we've heard of in different situations. My daughter today sent me a story which was fantastic about the company DoorDash. Now DoorDash is one of those delivery companies that delivers food and things like that. This is all over TikTok, it's all over the place right now. They just issued a mandate for the entire company that everybody, including the CEO, has to do at least one delivery a month. Okay? Now, think about this. There are people in an office in Northern California that are too cool. They're cooler than you, they're cooler than me. Just ask them, okay? And they have to go do a delivery, and how beneath them is this? And I love this, okay? Because if you've ever met certain IT people and engineers, they're the smartest people you'll ever meet, okay? They're in the medical business, it would be the regulatory people that I run into that think that they're just, you know, everything they do makes the world go round. So these people have to go do a DoorDash delivery. Oh my gosh, it may be unsafe. This is solid gold, guys, okay? It's absolutely fantastic. And up to the CEO. They put this off. It was a program that was instituted up until 2018, and they ended it. It's about to start pouring rain on me again, too. So it's going to be interesting because all they're doing is complaining about this, guys. It's just pissing and moaning about having to work. And again, the IT guys, I love IT guys. They're very brilliant. They solve my problem. But man, socially, put them in a room. Make them go talk to people, make them go deal with other people. They hate that. These are guys, I have one guy that literally works from 11 o'clock at night till 7 in the morning. If you want to talk to this guy, you better call him at 2 o'clock in the morning. They're not social people, okay? The next one is Apple Computer. 50 people that work at Apple. This is a story on Business Insider. They quit and they walked off the job because they wanted better working conditions. I have a relative that works at Apple, and she loves it. She thinks it's the greatest thing on the retail level. She's gone up certain things, makes good money, and loves the product and loves the place. So, you know, again, I don't care where you work, you're going to have people unhappy with you. Now, the last thing is Google. Google, and I love when these things get released. They released how much people make that work at different positions at Google. Different engineers, different sales. And I love this because it has like, oh, this guy is an engineer in California, so we give him $341,000. Where this guy's an engineer in Northern California, he gets in Northern Washington, he gets $180,000. But take a look at this because it's very interesting, and the link will be below, and you can take a look at what these people make. And again, do you listen to this stuff? Do you care when somebody goes on strike? Is it something that you sit there and go, oh wow, I got to look at that. Apple employees are not unhappy working in the store. Okay. And again, I don't listen to it because I know a relative that does that, and she thinks it's the greatest thing ever. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I really want to know what you think. This is just beautiful. You've got this little private beach here. You've got all the rock formations that you can climb on. Starting to rain out here. Just really, really beautiful. You know, we're getting more and more problems with the airlines. They had 2,800 more flights canceled yesterday, saying that there were staffing problems. So, I mean, you poor people that are out there stuck, and you know, you're away from home for the holidays. That's awful. And the airlines are blaming this on staffing problems. Okay, now the staffing problems get worse because the New York Times, they have, you know, the printed edition, the online edition. I hate the online edition of newspapers, and newspapers are dead, by the way. But the New York Times had a problem getting the day after Christmas issue out. They had no employees. Okay, so they let everybody know that the issue would be a day late. How ridiculous is that? How would you like to be an advertiser in that? And you're waiting for the big day after Christmas sale that you're going to promote, and the issue doesn't go out. So New York Times is pretentious that they don't care. But again, share your thoughts, guys. It's raining on me right now. It's just beautiful. I don't know if you can see the 5 cargo ships out there. They're there. Going to be there for a while. Share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I'm right at the end of Ruby Street right now. We've got this little park. There's no beach access to this, just a place to sit and overlook from the cliff to the ocean. Just beautiful, kind of quiet, you know. It's a little rainy and wet. But, you know, when you think about moving and people think about relocating, you know, I found a bunch of good articles on this, and I want to talk to you about, you know, when seniors relocate. There was a great article that I found about, you know, do you have access to hospitals, healthcare? Is it a state that tax Social Security? I didn't know this, but there are 13 states that tax Social Security. Okay, they're in the video link below. Check this out, guys. Look at this. Okay, never been here before, but all these little cubby holes that you can go to, sit. You know, we talked about this 100 times. How are you productive? What makes you productive? As you plan your goals for the year, for the months, the quarter, everything you're doing, do you have a spot you can go to that's away from everybody, away from the kids, away from your spouse, away from your employees, just to get away? How cool is this, man? Okay? So, you know, there's so much that when people move, okay, one thing I always tell people is go look at the place before you go buy. You know, go rent before you go buy. See if you like the neighborhood that you want to live in first. Go there at night, go there in the day, go there when it rains, go there when there's a holiday. See if you have the crazy neighbor with the boat who blocks everybody that everybody hates, okay? Go look at that before you go spend your hard-earned money, because most likely that guy's going to be there forever, and you just bought at the top of the market. So always look around for everything when you go to move. You know, people sometimes have to relocate for job. I want to get out of New York. I want to get to LA. I want to go act. I want to go do this. I want to go do that. I've got family members. The last thing is, do you have a support system? And now a lot of people, oh, I'm independent. I don't need a support system. You do. You do. Everybody needs a support system. And you'll be much more productive if you have a support system. So, isn't this beautiful? Absolutely stunning. Look at this cat. That is his jacuzzi right there. Okay? Hello. That'd be nice. So, share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I'm constantly looking at the real estate business. I'm constantly looking at houses that are for sale right now, and I am shocked at what people are foolishly paying for right now. And, you know, you can talk about the low interest rates and how things are going to continue, Dan. It's going to be great for years to come, and they just can't raise interest rates yet. Well, there has to be something that's going to make this thing collapse. It cannot continue at the pace that it's going right now. The fact that you have houses in India that are going for, you know, $1.1 million is lunacy, okay? You know, Palm Springs, Garden Grove, cities like that should not be at a premium right now, and they are. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. It's so beautiful. Even with the cold weather, this place is absolutely stunning. And at the top of all these streets, they've got these staircases that come down, and just come down to the beach. And on a nice sunny day, this place would be packed. It's starting to rain, and I'm at the corner of Dimon and Ocean in Laguna. It's a nice house for sale right here that you guys can pick up. I'm sure it's a screaming deal. The cool thing is they've got, at the end of these streets, they've got these walkways that you can go down and take a look, connect to the beach. Just absolutely amazing. It has just been announced that the steel and iron ore industry is going to have a surplus in 2022. And this is, because we don't make anything. We don't manufacture anything in this country anymore. It's just that simple. Nothing is made here. The auto industry is gone. The auto parts industry is gone. It is an absolute mess. So to talk about things like steel being at a surplus is absolutely mind-boggling for the American economy right now. Think about this, guys. We've got to get back to where things are made here, where there's jobs here. There's nothing right now that an industry that's growing to where we're going to need more people in this industry. Service, yes, absolutely. And there is just a huge amount of people that don't want to work right now. It is absolutely insane that there are thousands and thousands of help wanted jobs in most likely every city, big city, and these people cannot get these positions filled. You've got family members working for home businesses. You've got people that don't want to go back to the office. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens with these large companies that don't go back to the office. What are you going to do with all that office space, all that warehouse space? And check this out, guys. This is just cool. You walk down this thing, and again, it's pouring rain right now. I don't know if you guys can tell this or not, but it's like out of a postcard, guys. This is somebody's backyard, okay? It's absolutely crazy. But again, as a country, what are we doing? The people that have written me, that have retired early, Dan, I'm sick. I don't want to work for these young kids that don't respect anybody, that don't understand my expertise. Companies are hurting, okay? One of the medical companies that I recently spoke to was talking about how they're getting rid of everybody young. Going to go back to older people, which I don't know how you say you're too young to work here. I don't know how they're going to do that, but they're getting rid of the younger workers for the more experienced salespeople and management people because they want the experience. They're going to have to pay 2 and 3 times the amount that they're paying the younger people, but that's where they're headed right now. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. A surplus of steel is crazy. All these help wanted ads, all these jobs. Here's the thing, the end of the year, you're still going to see hundreds of thousands of people that will file first-time unemployment claims. We're losing jobs month after month, and nothing's getting made here. So share your thoughts on this. I'm telling you the one thing that I tell my clients, tell my friends, tell my family members. What can you sell? What's your expertise? What do you know about that you could sell online? The world is going to shift to online. It is ridiculous that they're trying to tell us that the retail sales were up 8.5% for the day after Christmas. It's absolutely nuts. Absolutely a lie. And they're talking about the online sales also. And they kind of just blend them together, which one has nothing to do with anything. It's ridiculous. Okay? Share your thoughts on this stuff. It's pouring rain at me right now. I'm going to walk undercover. I'm going to end this video with this last 3 stories. But again, Woods Cove, this is just cool. It's on Ocean. Walk down to the beach. Got the stairs. It's a private little place to hang out. First thing is homeowners insurance. Homeowners insurance is going through the roof right now, and it's going to absolutely spike in 2022. And this is across the country. So again, something nobody planned on, okay? And you've got areas that were hit with catastrophes and hit with major problems during this time. And it would be, understandable if some of those areas got hit with a spike. Okay? What about areas that didn't have a problem? They're paying more. And the other thing is rental insurance. I have people that write me and say, should I get that? Yeah, you should. The theft, the fire, everything that could possibly go wrong, renting a unit, get renter's insurance. And it's also crazy that your landlord doesn't require it. So look into it. It's very inexpensive too. So look at that. Again, guys, check this out. Into the street. Isn't that amazing? The next thing is certain news outlets right now are shocked at their horrible ratings. The CNNs of the world, CNBC, they're saying it's just unfair that they're not getting the audience for their news. Oh my God. Do you understand there's days that this small channel gets a larger audience than some of those news outlets do? I mean, that's crazy, guys, when you think about that. But they're wondering why people aren't tuning in. Well, I know why. Okay, and I know you know why. So, how about this place? Hello. Just gonna hang out here. Okay? So, the last thing is we talked about a decentralized autonomous organization. And there's a brand new one out there right now. They want to resurrect and bring back Blockbuster. Okay? Blockbuster is owned by one of the, I think it's DirecTV. They want to buy it from them for $5 million and turn it into a streaming platform through a decentralized autonomous organization. And again, guys, you're going to see innovation and things like this, a different way of doing things. The world, the way that we sell things, the way that we make things, the way that we buy things are completely changing. Whether you're into crypto, you're into the blockchain or not, look at this. Blockbuster, resurrecting Blockbuster. What a cool idea. They think that they can buy this for $5 million. I think that they're kidding themselves, because I looked into what it's worth, and it's, wouldn't you think Blockbuster would be more than $5 million? Okay. Yeah, me too. Okay. But it'd be kind of cool to have it as a streaming service. So please don't forget to hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. I'm freezing right now. It's cold. And the rain just let up for me to say thank you for being here. Onward and upward, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like button. If you want more access to me through Patreon in 2022, we got a bunch of cool things happening. Please join the email list below, and I will see you guys very soon. One last thing is that this house is $17 million. The one that is right next to the park. Hello. Okay. 17 million. So let's get a DAO put together and we can buy the house together. What do you guys think? Okay. You guys can get it and I'll organize everything and I'll let you guys come by and visit. Okay, how's that sound? See you soon.